How's it going? Welcome to a chat about role-playing games. So a friend of mine, good buddy of mine, decided he was going to get into Dungeons and Dragons because a friend invited him to play. They met up at a pub. I couldn't go. I was working. I used to live in the UK and I used to work, and I couldn't make it. Sadly, he had a terrible experience in his game. You imagine 4 people that have never played Dungeons and Dragons ever. I bought the introduction set, starter set, and they just didn't get it. It just didn't work. It was a real terrible experience, and he's never played since. And I said to him, mate, look, you probably need someone who's played before to show you. Not interested, dismissed it. Really sad. And I think that's the danger of inexperienced players getting together with no guidance, unless they're open-minded to the fact that, yeah, it's probably going to be rubbish because you won't have a clue what you're doing. On that note, I've been away from the hobby for 30 years, and just getting back into it, or have been getting back into it for a year or two, and I am revisiting Beckme, and I'm just working my way through the first. Do you remember the red box set? Everyone knows that. The first red box set, 1980s, and in that has a fantastic introduction to role-playing games and guidance on, there's 2 adventures there. It just teaches you everything you need to know. You can't get it wrong, and it's a solo adventure as well. It's just perfect. It's the perfect introduction to Dungeons and Dragons, in my opinion. Now, I haven't played anything modern because I've been away from it, so getting back into it, I've decided to get back to where it all began for me, which is the fighting fantasy lit RPG books and Basic D&D, Beckme, which I will work my way through, revisit, review on my channel before moving on to some OSR, which looks fantastic. Since I've been away, you guys, I left the room for 30 years and you guys have been busy, haven't you? People like RPG Pundit, people like him, and all you OSR gamers. I had no idea that this would happen, and I can't wait to spend the next however long I've got to live, hopefully 30 years, getting back into it. Now, we live in Thailand, and this is just our evening walk we do. Jackson here, to see the mountains and the sunset. And over here there's some giant ants' nests and some cactuses. But that's not why you're here watching this. You want to hear about RPGs. And that's just what I wanted to say, really. I think if you're getting into the hobby, ideally you want to be with somebody who's played before and got a bit of experience. Ideally. If not, you want to be open-minded to the fact that it's not going to, you're not necessarily going to get it the first time. You can't go to a pub, open a box set, have a game and expect it to be a fantastic experience in like 3 hours, because role-playing games are too expansive for that. Role-playing games just can absorb many, many hours. So you need to really be a certain amount of commitment, I think. That's my thoughts on the hobby so far. What do you think? Over to you. Enjoy your gaming and take your time, guys, because it's your time. I've taken 30 years away. You don't have to take that long to get back into it, but yeah. Before I go, let me just show you these giant cactuses here. Stand by. Look at the size of these things. I'm 6 foot, and this cactus is, well, it's a couple of foot taller than me, and over here as well. So we live in Thailand, Chatham, Thailand. And if anyone's ever out here, fancy a game of D&D or any role-playing game, just drop me a comment on the channel. I've got all the time in the world. In the distance, the mountains, guys. Yeah, like changing realms. Moving from the UK to Thailand. From baby Jack here, my little son, my future gamer, gaming buddy, and myself. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye.